Tiger Woods was coming to play in the U.S. Open. Stevie Williams lives in New Zealand. He came over here all full well knowing or thinking that Tiger Woods was going to play in the U.S. Open. All along, Tiger knew that he was going to withdraw from the U.S. Open. He never told Stevie Williams. So Stevie came over all the while thinking that he was going to be caddying for Tiger as usual. And Tiger just pulled out. And Stevie was like, what's with that? You don't give me any heads up? So Stevie starts talking to other golfers, and he starts caddying for other golfers. Now comes the British Open. Tiger's not in that. Stevie starts caddying for Adam Scott at the British Open. Adam called Tiger Woods and asked permission if he could have Stevie Woods, and Tiger reportedly, according to Adam Scott, gave him permission. But the stories go that Tiger was not happy with that. Again, we don't know what went on behind the scenes. What we do know is what's being said publicly. And what's being said publicly by Hank Haney, the former swing coach who coached Tiger for 6 major titles. He says there were numerous times literally in every tournament where a caddy has an opportunity to help influence a player's decision. In my observation, there was an inordinate amount of times where Steve Williams would influence Tiger in a positive direction. He was just a great caddy, especially under pressure. Everyone is nervous when the tournament is on the line. The players are nervous, the caddies are nervous. I never sensed that Stevie Williams had any choke in him at all. Again, this is Hank Haney talking about Stevie Williams. Do you know how many tournaments he won as a caddy? Hank Haney says it was over 100. The article on ESPN says it was 144 total. How many, says Haney, did he win with Ray Floyd, Greg Norman? He's not just getting lucky all the time. And that is Hank Haney's opinion about what made Stevie Williams such a special caddy. Stevie Williams went on his own website and issued some statements about being let go by Tiger. And one of the interesting things he said was this. I'm trying to find it. But what he said was, he brought up the scandal and in his website, in his statement that Williams said. I can't find it right now. But what Stevie Williams basically inferred, he didn't have to bring up the scandal. He said that, I was proud to work with Tiger. I don't know if you guys can find that statement on his website, but he said, I was proud to work with Tiger. I was glad to do it. I stuck with him through everything, including the scandal. And when he brought that up on his website, think about this now. That's a statement that he made on his website. To say that, he went out of his way to take a little dig at Tiger, I thought. And then you saw that headline before where Stevie Williams said he lost respect for Tiger because of the scandal. The stories are going to come out now. And again, it has a potential to really blow up in Tiger's face because this is the one guy. This is like, using a baseball analogy, it's like the guy that runs the clubhouse at a ballpark. For those of you who don't understand how a baseball park works, there's a guy that runs each clubhouse, the home clubhouse and the away clubhouse. And when teams come to town, for example, when the Yankees come to Fenway, there is a good friend of mine, I'm not going to mention his name, good guy, grew up in Charlestown, who runs the visitors clubhouse. Anybody that knows anything about Fenway knows it. If he wanted to write a book, he could write the book and expose everything because he knows everything that's going on with those players when they come to town, with the teams, where they're going out, who they're hanging out with, and all the stories that come out about stuff. Stevie Williams is this type of guy, and even closer because he's dealing one-to-one with Tiger, and they were personal friends. So again, I'm curious to see what's going to come out in the future about Stevie Williams and Tiger Woods. Here's some tweets about what's going on.
I can read these, Butchie. These are I reached out to a bunch of people on social media, and the question was, do you think that Tiger will be able to pull himself together again, or will he remain to shell himself?
Great question, PJ, and here's one response. He'll probably win another major or two, but will no longer be dominant and won't pass Jack. He needs 5 major championships to tie Jack Nicklaus's record, and what that seemed like a fait accompli, that would be a done deal, and now it's very much in question. He hasn't won a major in 2 years. Here's another one responded back to us here at Sports Buzz. I don't know, personally, I think the guy is falling apart. Hopefully he can pull himself out of this downward spiral. Aren't most of you viewing the firing of Stevie Williams as a downward spiral? Or is it not? I mean, think of what Tiger's done. He's fired his longtime agency and went with an agent who used to be there, his longtime agent, but he's kept some endorsement deals, gained some others overseas, but he is yet to play dominant golf again. He's had flashes, but he's yet to play dominant competitive golf again. He's not even in the discussion anymore, and he hasn't been able to stay healthy. And now he's firing Stevie Williams.